On the African continent, there are more than 100 indigenous peoples, roughly estimated at 50 million people. They are hunter-gatherers and pastoralists with strong traditional cultures, and they are closely connected to their land. Across the continent, indigenous peoples share extremely difficult living conditions and are victims of human rights violations.
Mau was once the largest forest in East Africa. For millennia, it has acted as the region's water tower, providing water to millions of East Africa's people and animals. But after decades of government-backed deforestation, settlement and cultivation, this crucial lifeline is drying up. In Kenya and the rest of drought-prone East Africa, the future of Mau is a hotly debated issue. But this issue isn't new for one group of people.
Forest, surely forest. Without forest we cannot survive. We gather fruits from forest, we collect honey from forest, we hunt wild animals in forest. In fact, we have got expertise, those who know different barks of trees to heal different diseases. That is how we survive in forest.
The Ogiek are the indigenous inhabitants of the Mau forest, and they had been fighting to stop deforestation since colonial times.
Ogiek means caretaker of all plants and animals. And the Ogiek, who originate from the Mau forest, hope they can be allowed to stay when the Kenyan government continues its efforts to save the forest.
So mungu Kunya wana bigo tatim doba go tata ini go tarbe kubedu tap kemeu kona mo bel tim doso go gwasu suega aftuga weje go gimogi tuwa gigazi nyongiri pkiri kukteta ase kamgume
kitim do imoni ko nyo go chekte bichu isko tartimo go kume go mige no misagamia.
Now the Ogiek are treated like squatters on their own ancestral land. Elizabeth Tabanoy was evicted from her home by farmers looking to expand their crops. They smashed and burnt 24 Ogiek homes in the area she lives. Now the government is taking drastic action to conserve what is left of the forest. As a result, hundreds of people have been evicted from the area. Now the Ogiek are threatened not only by the problem, but also its solution.
If we are to be evicted from our homeland to other areas, we shall not be able to cope with the kind of life living in there, whereby life is very expensive. We cannot afford to live in such areas.
The numerous stakeholders and the various suggested plans for the restoration of the Mau forest complex have created deep frustration among the Ogiek.
Yani seba ni kinte yuko mo kitinde che ko huru amgile njine mara ingonye narawa ni boy kunyoge nyino ngile njine ki ngongsiogie kunyono ngi ngongsiogie ko beto cha nyondo yuki obe ochiogie
tai go makotwae ke mande na mun ge bande ko gibiku.
If the Ogiek are not exempt from this forced exodus, then they could become conservation refugees, punished for living in a forest that others have virtually destroyed.
If the world wants somebody to conserve the forest, let Ogiek be the people. Ogiek people are the people to guard the forest.